As the Baltimore Ravens prepare for a crucial trade deadline, a key player from a struggling franchise remains tantalizingly off the market. With the Titans seemingly in rebuilding mode, should the Ravens have made a move? Stay with us as we explore why this could have been a game-changing acquisition for our defense. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest Ravens news, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Could the Ravens have landed a disruptor on the defensive line just as the Titans are gearing up for a rebuild? With one of the league's best tackles firmly planted in Tennessee, fans are left wondering what could have been. How would this potential addition reshape our defense and give us the edge we need? Stay with us as we explore this intriguing scenario and its implications for the Ravens' future. And remember, if you want to keep up with every twist and turn of Ravens news, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. The news just broke, and it's hard for us Ravens fans to swallow. DeAndre Hopkins is headed to the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's clear that the Tennessee Titans are throwing in the towel on this dismal 1-5 season. They're trading players to accumulate draft capital, signaling a full-on rebuild. But you know what? There's one name that's not going anywhere, and that's Jeffrey Simmons. Now, here's where things get interesting. Despite a lackluster start to his 2024 campaign, the 27-year-old defensive tackle remains untouchable, at least according to Titans GM Ran Carthon. It's a curious choice, especially considering the Titans' current trajectory and Simmons' underwhelming production. For us Ravens fans, it feels like a missed opportunity to bolster our defensive line with a game-changing player. Simmons has the kind of talent that could elevate any defense to a championship contender. So far this season, his stats haven't reflected his usual Pro Bowl form. 17 tackles, 1 sack, and 3 tackles for loss in 5 games. But let's be real, this guy could be a real game-breaker. Imagine him lining up alongside Nnamdi Madubuike and Travis Jones. That trio could strike fear into the hearts of AFC opponents, especially with the Ravens' pass rush already thriving and in need of more help on the interior. Of course, bringing Simmons into the fold would require some financial acrobatics. He's on a hefty contract, averaging $23.5 million per year through 2027, making him the 7th highest paid player in the league at the interior line. But is it worth it? I think so. The Ravens are allowing 25.7 points per game, but they're firing on all cylinders on offense, scoring 31.1 points per game. A player like Simmons could really tip the scales in our favor. The Titans' decision to keep Simmons is perplexing, given their clear move toward a rebuild. Had they traded him now, they might not have gotten the maximum value, but they would have secured assets to help their long-term plans. Instead, they're betting that his value will increase, even if his current level of play doesn't align with his salary. What's even more intriguing is the idea of Simmons reuniting with his former teammate Derrick Henry, who is having a career year in Baltimore. Henry has been a beast this season, 873 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns in just 7 games, including a stunning 199-yard performance against the Bills. You have to wonder if Simmons, watching from the sidelines, is a little envious of seeing his old friend thrive on a team built for now. For now, Simmons remains in Tennessee, stuck on a sinking ship. But if the Titans are truly in rebuilding mode, it begs the question. What's the value in keeping a struggling star when he could be chasing a ring elsewhere? The November 5th trade deadline is approaching, and who knows? If Tennessee changes its mind, I wouldn't be surprised to see Baltimore pick up the phone and call Carthon. So what do you guys think? Was it the right decision for the Titans to keep Simmons? Personally, I'm torn. On one hand, it makes sense for them to try to maximize his value, but on the other, it feels like they're holding on to something that could become a liability. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Did the Titans make the right decision, or should they have traded him while they could?